There are literally 0 days and minutes left before the show floor actually kicks off.
Like 7. We'll go 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Right here behind us, there's going to be a drum line that busts out, we think. We saw a drum line go in.
They went in, the
They
Dallas
usually
Mavericks
come out.
drum line, ready to go.
But we're here at the NADA 2023 show, and we just talked to Mike Stanton, the president of NADA, and he said attendance is high this year. We were at the opening party last night.
Yes.
We saw families there. It was packed, and there's just a great kind of like larger-than-life Dallas energy about this show.
Yeah, if you're not here, this is what's interesting is a lot of times Vegas is the mainstay for the majority of the NADA shows, and what we're sensing is just this kind of like breath of fresh air. There's a lot of people walking around. Like you said,
so good.
Families have been everywhere. We're seeing like whole families, multiple generations, and to see that coming to a very familiar atmosphere already, it's just wide open. I'm also astounded at how many people have come up to us and said, we were in sessions yesterday, and the learning, the insights, the way that people were engaging, the types of people that they have on stages is just dialed in this year. So that's encouraging to me.
It was weird like having such a full day of education and relationships and conversation yesterday, and last night we were like, I'm glad the event starts tomorrow. And that's just the way the NADA show is. That's just the way the automotive community is.
Yep.
And we know if you're watching this, likely you are not here. So we want to share that with you. You're a part of this community, and there are thousands of people walking around us and milling about right now. But this doesn't happen without you doing what you are doing right now. So it's really great to just kind of be connected. It's like what we try to do at ASOTU, right? We say we're drawing a big circle around the entire industry. That includes the highest levels, that includes the show floor, that includes the front line that's actually getting it done, meeting with consumers every day, serving their needs, serving one another. So we're so happy that you joined us today. We have a couple treats for you this morning in the morning live stream. The first one we didn't have planned, but Mr. Patrick Abad, who is on his phone, we're going to pull Patrick in for a second.
Come on in here, Patrick.
You know Patrick Abad, one of the best dealers we know. We know a lot of great dealers.
Absolutely.
But, and also he has been a critical part of getting ASOTU off the ground, we announced last year, right? Yes. He's been an ASOTU investor and a major supporter, a major booster just for the industry, for cultivating people through the industry. So Patrick.
That's very sweet.
That's very sweet?
That's very sweet.
I try to be sweet. When did you get in?
We got in yesterday. We got in early afternoon yesterday.
Which NADA, what number is this for you?
A zillion.
1 zillion. You look a zillion years old. You and your baby face. Okay, so we could ask you how you feel about the show, but really we're going to ask you in 2023, where is your main focus and trajectory?
Staying healthy as a company, right? The last couple of years have gotten us really good.
Yeah.
So our focus is to continue to stay financially healthy, physically healthy, mentally healthy, right?
Yep.
The turns, the trials, the tribulations we're going to go through could put a lot on our people. So we're just going to focus on keeping them healthy, and I think that'll help us continue to thrive.
What does that look like, keeping your people healthy? You're speaking to dealers and people who are management level. How are you encouraging them to keep their people healthy throughout the year?
I would say first is financially, right? There might be a shift in what they were making to what they are. So, for example, at our store, we just hired a financial advisor who's going to come do lessons on things they should be doing to preserve what they've already built, right? So they don't go lose $100,000 in crypto this year, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like that. Really, a lot of guys have made some real mistakes. So we just brought somebody on who's going to kind of help preserve what they've already built.
You brought them on staff?
Yeah, he's as a consult.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's available to the staff to help them work through
he is going to do a
financial
financial analysis of every single employee. Confidential, go through all the debt they have, how to get out of it, what they're making, what they could be making, right? Understanding where they're at and how to get through it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like they're about to cut this ribbon. Let's let the cameras capture the ribbon if you want to walk up on that. Hey, I think they're going to cut the ribbon now. I think they put this here. I think we're supposed to run through it.
This is like the finish line?
Here, hold my mic.
This is the starting line. This is so it's really cool because a lot of people gather around, and a lot of people might say, "Well, why would you need to rub?" Here we go. All right, we've got a drum line coming. We're about to have to cut out. Sorry if we don't say anything, but this is the energy that the automotive industry provides when you're running into a show. So let's go.
We'll just bring it to you. We got the mics on. You should be able to hear the drum line. At least we hear them.
Yes.
But they might be further away than we think. So
They could be further away.
We don't want the
That's a
awkward
loud
30
drum
seconds.
line.
Well, pretty soon, we're going to bring in our guests and sponsors for the day, Quantum 5. We're going to talk to Sarah and David. We're going to talk about kind of the trajectory for training your people and keeping them in line. Just a minute, as soon as the drum lines pass. But we want to thank them, especially Quantum 5 has been such a supporter of us serving the industry as much as we can. We're going to talk to them in just a minute. And I don't think we're going to be able to get over this drum line, so we're going to let the cameras go to the drum line. Okay.
My close personal friend Colin this morning. How you doing?
Hey, good to see you, sir.
The pleasure's mine. How are you?
Getting everything.
Here they come.
Getting everything.
Oh, am I ever? I love it. Living the dream, sir.
All right, here comes the procession.
We've got the whole
Dallas Mavericks
crew
drum
going.
line.
The man of the hour, the drum line guy. We got cameras on cameras here.
We got a drone in the air.
Incredible. There's a drone in the air. There's about 80 cameras. Pan over here. There's a ton of cameras just
Sorry, that's my
live.
drone guy.
I love
We're
it.
doing FPV drone.
Look at this
We're
right here.
doing
You met this
FPV
gentleman. This is the guy that's running
I
all
am
of
no
the.
gentleman.
Here comes the ribbon.
I used to
all
be
of
an
this-
artist,
oh.
but now I'm a corporate whore.
Here we go. We got all of the ribbon cutting going. We're cutting
mind
back
me.
and forth to the ribbon
We'll chat
cutting.
later.
Yeah, we got you. Awesome.
You can see we got the chairman of NADA, Mike Alford, up there.
Just bone rush it.
All right, everybody's waiting for the photo op. Here it comes. All right, that is it. The doors are open. There's going to be 25,000 people. Mr. Rhett Reichert.
Hey, Rhett. Good to see you.
Thanks for coming, man.
Which NADA is this for you? Which number?
That's at least 30.
At
It's
least
30. I'm 66. I started when I was 30 years old. I came into these things. They're much smaller. But we sold out 40,000 rooms. It sold out 40,000. It's the biggest show ever to come to the convention center here in Dallas.
Well, it's in Dallas. It's got to be the biggest.
Well, we got to do everything big in Texas, right? So we're real excited. All the vendors, they flew in 100 electricians to help wire this thing up for all these displays. Wait until you get in there and see them. They're unbelievable.
We can't wait. Well, thank you so much
Thank you,
for all
man.
your work.
Thanks
We'll
for
see
the
you
content.
later.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Okay. Good to see you.
So that was Rhett Reichert, the chairman of the NADA, through the most tumultuous time in automotive history, which was COVID, and he led us like a general through there, and he just always has that demeanor. I call him the senator.
Yes, he
Rhett
absolutely
Reichert,
is.
Rhett Reichert for Senate.
Can you believe that 40,000 rooms sold out? Did you hear him say
with
that?
ASOTU, we were stressing about 300.
Right.
Were we going to put 300 people?
Yeah, we learned that they start planning this show 5 years out to be able to get everything in line, get the city in line. It's quite an impressive put together.
Let's get David and
let's
Sarah
get David
in
and
here.
Sarah over here.
They're
I know
over
that
here meeting and greeting.
They're meeting and greeting. So come on over here.
All right.
I wanted to dance my
Here we
way
go.
in.
Yeah.
I was going to dance my way in.
We were hoping you danced your way in.
Yeah, no,
it would
too
make
many
great
people.
TV.
Hey,
go.
thank you guys so much for joining us, for supporting us through this day, making sure that we can bring the show to not just people here, but everyone across the industry. I know that Quantum 5 has such a passion for the entire industry and lifting it up, especially from the people that are just getting in the industry. We were just talking to Patrick Abad, and he was talking about how his intention this year is caring for his people, that is his heart. He's brought on a physical trainer. He's brought on multiple trainers across the dealership. He's bringing in a financial advisor even.
To serve his people.
Isn't that incredible?
Amen to that.
Well, you guys at Quantum 5 are really passionate about training and curating the methods and methodology in which to bring people along through the industry. What are you seeing as the change and the shift in the way dealers are having to approach 2023 and the way that they're doing that for their people?
Well, really, we have to remove the silos when we think about our dealership departments. This is a team, and we have to have everybody on the same page. But more than that, when you think about your people and the learning that they're experiencing in your organization, we can no longer afford to have learning be just an event-based situation where you're just in a classroom, maybe learning happens once a week, maybe once a month, and then nobody helps the people grow beyond that. So for us in 2023, the biggest focus we've got is really just helping dealers find ways to empower their people to keep learning alive and keep it fun.
Yeah. Oh, I love fun learning. We're all about that.
Yeah, fun. I mean, that's how everybody likes to learn. Look how the kid learns, right?
Yes.
You have fun through play. Yesterday at the ATA Auto Team America event, there was a lot of high-level conversations going on about hiring and retention being a major focus of success in 2023 and beyond. Right? There's not a whole pool of applicants coming.
There's no
right?
end to the math problem, right?
Correct. That's a great way to put it. There's no end to the math problem. So people were talking about training and people feeling like they're moving forward into their career as a significant component to retention. So how would you respond to that, actually?
So we got really blessed last year, as you guys might remember, right? We bought a company called ESI Trends. ESI Trends is the company NADA trusts to do the annual workforce study. So we get this really cool data about retention, and that's what I'm talking about this year. And when you talk about retention, you go, okay, wait a minute. If I keep my people 3 years or more, there's an 84% correlation that says my customer retention goes up.
Wow.
So to those of us around the business, we go, okay, that makes total sense, right? Okay, yeah, they stay longer, a customer's happier in service, and they go, well, at least I got Paul if my car breaks, but I got Paul. We have to start talking about, and I pled with the dealers yesterday, so what would you do to keep somebody longer? Would you give them a laptop instead of the old black box that doesn't even have audio? They can't listen to us, right? Because they got the old computer. If you knew it would make that much difference in the sales department or the service department, what would you do for them? Would you let them have a flexible schedule? Holy cow, you should have seen their faces. I touched the third rail.
Right.
When I did.
I know, Dave, I was talking to a dealer yesterday that he had a service advisor ask for a 3-week vacation. He wanted to do a little tour in Italy, and he literally, his first reaction was, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. But then he sat down and he was like, this is a great employee. What's it going to cost me in the number of service people that love them, the number of the time I have to go through training, the loss of that person's knowledge over time of our department. Maybe that's a decision that I need to make and move forward. And you're saying hey, maybe we need to think like that as an industry.
No, we have to embrace more innovation. We have to be willing to try some things. But as you guys know, not try for 30 days and go, oh no, I don't like the way that's turning out, right? Let's try some things.
You mean how most people try to work out on January 1st?
Let's not talk about that right now, right?
You still have time. It's still...
No, I mean, we have to do the James Clear method, right? We've got to do a little better and decide to do a little better and a little innovation every day of the year. Because if we don't keep these people, you saw me yesterday and you said, Dave, I've met salespeople today. I want to go give that dealer a high five. I'll reimburse him for the tickets he bought. Bring more people, right? As we do these things, and as you guys keep helping talk about it the way you do, right? We're going to make an influence on this retention thing. Because, again, the population growth wasn't there. There's all sorts of reasons. But the most important reason is, my last piece of fun data for you. You can track gross profit per employee directly to retention increases.
That's a great metric overlay.
That's huge.
Say it again.
Gross profit per employee. Pull up your statement, watch gross profit per employee, and segment your retention. Who's been there more than a year? Who's been with me 2 years? Who's been with me 3 years? Your gross profit per employee is higher with your 3-year and above people than lower. Okay, so we go, that makes total sense, right?
Right.
You go, okay, so why don't I do more to get them there? What's the 2-year plan? Sarah and I talk about it all the time. How do I get somebody past 2 years? And when they get past 2 years, how do I really grab them and go, you can't go anywhere now. I'm holding you, right? I got to do more this year because I got to get you past 3.
So I think this is just a great example of some practical insight that you can take a quick look at and understand what's going on. I know we talk about NAD a lot as the flair and the ribbon cutting and the party last night and the big booths, but the reality is like if we walk around and just ask everybody, how do you feel about the show? It's only matters for like this 24 hours.
Yes. These are things that on Monday morning, even tomorrow morning, you can pull up, look in your statements, get with your HR manager, get with your controller, and understand what that is going to look like in 2023 and in 2025 and in 2026. And that's a business that's going to be
Dare we even
sustainable.
say 2030? Yeah. 2030. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much.
For
I
making
know we'll see you
sure
a
we
couple
can.
more times today, right? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
We're gonna
Thank
be
you for
we're gonna
everything
do
you
some
guys are doing
podcasts.
to keep all
yeah.
this conversation going about better people and keeping them.
So you're going to hear more from our friends at Quantum 5 throughout the day, and they're the ones that helped us make this whole day possible as we cover the booth, as we talk to lots of dealers, and do whatever other crazy things we get ourselves into.
So come along with us for the ride. We'll be all over. Follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you catch your social media. We'll share with you the show. We'll be live streaming throughout the day, and we can't wait to see you on the old social webs.
Thank you.